Yeah, she has like the affect of someone older.
Right. And if you get to know the parents, just like that.
Really?
Jessica is just like her mom.
Welcome back to the interview area. We are here with 2014 U.S. Women's Open champion Michelle AQUÍ. Michelle, obviously some news last week. Oh,
Sorry. Just so everyone knows.
it's all right. You said you hadn't done one in a while.
I know, I haven't done one in a while.
Some news last week regarding your playing future. Do you want to just talk about that decision a little bit?
Yeah, it was kind of, bittersweet always to announce that, but it's something that I've been thinking about for a while. And, just to be back here, where I kind of won the U.S. Open, obviously not the same golf course, but the same area. It just feels so amazing to kind of come back and see all the fans and see all the players. And it's been an amazing journey, and I'm very excited for what happens next.
Yeah, so on that, being just a few minutes from your win, have you been to this area much since then, and what sort of memories come back when you are in this area?
I haven't. It was my first time. I walked in Pinehurst Village this morning to get coffee. Funny enough, I don't remember anything about the week. I don't remember. It just looked like I had walked for the first time. I didn't recognize it at all. I think I drove by Pinehurst number 2. I'm like, oh, that's a cool golf course. And they're like, oh, that's Pinehurst number 2. I'm like, oh, I don't remember that at all. I think I just, just blacked out that week, but it's amazing to be back in the area. There's so much history here, especially this golf course. There's a lot of history with, the LPGA and, just prestigious past winners. So it's amazing to be back here. I'm just so excited to see you all, and it's definitely going to be a while since the next time I see everyone, so I'm just soaking it in.
You've already said your intent to play next year at Pebble Beach. Talk a little bit about what the U.S. Open specifically means to you.
Oh, it means everything to me. It was the one tournament that I wanted to win ever since I started playing golf. If I hadn't won the 2014 U.S. Open, I definitely wouldn't, retire, and I would still be out here playing and chasing that win. So, that win means everything to me.
Beth Ann?
So how do you, I know the competitor in you will want to come out and obviously do your best, but how do you kind of compartmentalize all that and soak it all in at the same time?
Yeah, I'm definitely managing expectations right now. I definitely haven't had the practice schedule that I usually do leading up to US Open. This week I'm just soaking it all in. Just seeing all the fans, seeing all the players, walking the walk. It's pretty cool. Obviously, the competitive side of me wants to win and do the best I can. So it's gonna be a fun week.
We're going to go to Andrew on the left.
Michelle, what if anything, will you miss about playing regularly?
The competitive side of it for sure. I miss the players and the camaraderie out here. But, I've kept in touch. I think, still being on the board and still being so involved in the industry and the tour, it's really helped me to, really keep in touch with a lot of people. So yeah, it's nice to see everyone in the flesh. I mean, I feel like the last 2 years, everything was done over Zoom and over computer screens. So it's really nice to see, everyone in person.
And just to clarify, how many tournaments will you play?
Just for this year.
And next year, is it still open?
Just the Open, yes.
Okay.
We're gonna go
that's the plans for right now, but
Okay.
I've changed my mind before.
We're going to go Steve and then Shane on your right.
Hey, Michelle, it's very difficult when you're in the middle of something to have perspective on it. Now that you've made the decision to walk away, can you give us an assessment of your career?
First off, I want to say I have zero regrets in my career. There's always that inkling of wishing I had done more. But I feel like, no matter what, no one's ever going to be 100% satisfied. I've definitely had an up and down career, but I'm extremely proud for the resiliency that is that a word? Resiliency? Yeah. That I've shown, over my career. I'm extremely proud to have achieved the 2 biggest dreams that I've had. One being graduating from Stanford, and the other winning the U.S. Open. And to check both those off the list, means everything to me. So, I'm very proud of myself. I've always wished I've done more, but I feel like everyone kind of feels that way. So I'm definitely giving myself some grace and enjoying this last week.
Shane?
Yeah, out of curiosity, if we had found you 10 years ago and said we can read your future and in 10 years you're going to be walking away like this, what do you think your 22-year-old self would have thought about that?
I probably would have laughed, to be honest, but I'm extremely fortunate. I'm so happy right now. I'm in a really great place in my life, and just Yeah, I probably would have laughed. I was always really bad at predicting the future, and I'm just really happy it panned out like this.
Thank you.
Right here, Ron Cyrac.
You're only 32, but you've been out here 20 years or more already. How has the LPGA and the U.S. Women's Open changed in that time?
Oh, I mean, so much. And, huge kudos to the USGA for, really buying into the women's sport, and the, LPGA for just growing and, keep pushing the boundaries. And, when doors get closed on us, we just keep pushing. And I'm just so proud of, everyone on tour, and the USGA for really buying in and, setting the level right. I had someone come up to me at player dining today saying that they were named after me, so that made me feel really young. So I'm at that phase in my life, which feels great. But no, it's just I'm truly so proud looking back at where a purse was before, and now $5.5 million purse. The winner gets over $1 million. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Kent and Sarah.
Michelle, as you pivot towards working behind the scenes to promote the tour now, what lessons can the tour, its players, take away from how you've marketed your career as it promotes the next set of stars?
Yeah, I just think that we have to, as female athletes, a lot of times, we get told, oh, your sponsorship is only worth this much. You should only ask for this much. And, we're kind of in that mindset, and I would encourage female younger athletes coming up to say no. Like, I know my worth, I know what I deserve, and ask for more.
Is there a moment in your career where you did that and successfully worked in your favor?
Yes, for sure.
Sarah.
And just as we look ahead to what the future holds for you, I mean, how excited are you? You've done so much for the game over the course of your career, but now you're in a position to do even more. How excited are you to just leave golf way better than when you found it?
I'm really excited. LA Golf, a company that I'm invested in and on the board of, we just announced that we're, pledging to go forward with a new women's initiative where we want to kind of change the sponsorship landscape. And like I said, just show that, female athletes deserve better. We're coming out with a full, healthcare benefits plan, paid maternity leave, paid mental health days, and, travel, just making everything more seamless. So I just know, as a female athlete, travel is not as glamorous as what people think. We're lugging our bags on and off carousels every week. Bags are getting lost, and we just want to create a more seamless experience for female athletes, and, just kind of, show them what they're really worth and respect that.
Beth Ann.
I just had a follow up on that. From a practical standpoint, who will that impact from the LA Golf? Like, how many players are we talking about?
We haven't really picked out the nitty gritty. It will be the girls that we sponsor, and more further will come out later. But it's just an overall pledge that we will, prioritize this and put our dollars where it's needed, and especially for such a small company like LA Golf. That just really proves that we're really prioritizing the women.
Right here on your left.
You talked about winning at Pinehurst #2. Obviously, there's a lot of similarities here beyond just geography. So how could you compare and contrast the two courses?
I haven't played a practice round yet. I'll let you know afterwards. But it just from looking, I was studying the flyovers this weekend, and looking at the flyovers, they look very similar. I'm very excited. I love North Carolina golf. I just wish it was, 10 degrees cooler and less humid. But, I'm just so excited. It's just there's so much history around this place. And just to be walking here and playing, it's a huge honor.
We're going to go to Amelia.
I saw you giving Stanford some love when they won the NCAA tournament, and also Rose Zhang when she won. And there's obviously a lot of rookies out here and amateurs. From your experience on tour and kind of the big things you learned, what advice would you give to successful amateurs out there right now and rookie LPGA players?
Yeah, first off, I'm so proud of Stanford's women's golf. I mean, they've been killing it. I mean, Rose and Rachel and everyone else on the team, and, Anne as the coach, they're absolutely killing it. So it's really great to see my alma mater doing so well. I guess just the advice that I always give them is, it's a grind. I think a lot of times people just glamorize being a professional athlete. And I think you just have to just know and accept and love the grind that it is. And just go out there and be resilient and work hard and just be grateful for every small win. I think a lot of times you go out there and you're like, oh, I want to win a major, I want to win a tournament, and you have these big goals. But it's also really important to celebrate the small wins as well.
Yeah.
All the way on the right.
I'm curious. You mentioned that you're going to miss the competitive aspect of golf. Are there other things in your life where you feel like you'll be able to channel that once you do step away?
Yeah, it's funny when I do live broadcasting. That's like the closest that I feel to adrenaline of playing golf. So hopefully I'll be able to a couple of that a year. But it's something that you'll never be able to recreate. Unfortunately, and I guess fortunately, I don't know. And that's the hardest part about moving away, is because there's nothing else that will recreate that feeling. But I've done it for a very long time, and just looking forward to spending more time with my family.
Ron Sarek.
You going to be watching any NBA playoffs this week?
Yeah, I definitely will. Thursday, the first game, so I'll be watching the TV for sure. Hopefully, it's not too late.
All right, Michelle, thanks for your time.
Thank you.